I got my stick. You got your stick? You likely have a broomstick, unless you're one of those fancy people that only uses a Dyson. I don't know. Everybody should have a broomstick, right?
You got a mop?
You got
a stick?
You got. Get your stick. It needs to have some strength, some tolerance, because we're going to be yanking on that MFer, as the kids say. So something you can trust to kind of handle a little bit of this type of tension. We got the little fiberglass situation going on. I'm guessing that's some kind of fiberglass hybrid dealio of standard length, right? Again, it's not about the length of the stick. It's exactly about how we're going to use it today. Get a little floor space, and we are stretching, my friends. What's going to be beautiful, and I'm super excited, what's going to be great about this, other than the fact that we're sore AF because we just did 600 push-ups, workout 98. If you're feeling saucy, you can go back and hit those 600 push-ups. Everything around the shoulder girdles, pretty damn sore. I couldn't even do the massage gun for the past 24 hours. Hopefully today's going to be a little bit better. But we're going to address all those things that got torqued with the push-ups. Internal, external shoulder rotators, lats, middle traps, rhomboids, everything on the side of the neck, scalene group, sternocleidomastoid, upper trap, all those delicious muscles that help us all damn day long. And, you know, we were talking too, we've been playing a fair amount of video games, looking at the phone a lot. I've been editing some videos a lot. So we've fallen into the evils of tech neck syndrome. I'm making a full 360, nice. The tech neck being the chronic pain that results from the chronic overuse of the aforementioned muscles and their antagonists. Grab your stick. And to finish the thought, yes. Because of this tool today, we're going to get traction at the same time we get stretches. Traction meaning forces that pull the joints away from their origins. There's some real nice effects that can happen as a result, right? So get into the traction feeling, suction feeling, and I'll point it out when we get to those special moments. They will be special, okay? Get your stick, take a seat. We start with the back side of the body. I'm seated on the floor, and I'm gonna crunch in real tight, like so, like I'm ready to make a ball. Like, you know, if you grew up, same era we grew up, you were doing the earthquake drills. They probably do those still. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You know, getting a ball.
Drills. Or like playing popcorn on the trampoline.
Exactly. Cannonballs, whatever you want to think of. I have my knees a little bit tighter than 90, acute knees.
Just like our sevens.
Place the stick right underneath the crease of the big toes. So if you were to like grab the stick with your toes, that would be a good spot. And then we're gonna go nice and wide, much wider than shoulder width. Right. Gently pushing off with the toes. I'm gonna start rounding my lower back, and I'm gonna sit into this stretch right here. It's not gonna work upright completely. We gotta roll back, so I'm kind of rolling away from the tailbone onto the back side of my hips. And the legs should be able to chill here passively and get us to stretch. Bring the camera down a little bit so you can see a little bit more clearly what we're doing. Hopefully the camera doesn't flip, and it's flipping, of course. So let me put something on it to keep us cradled. Solution battle rope. Oh, yeah. Here, stick wide, traction, pulling the shoulders out. And I'm sitting into it, rounding the spine, bringing my forehead to the top of the thighs, to the knees. We're looking to spread the space between the shoulder blades. Let the arms get long and pulled. Keep everything inside the arm passive but the grip. Let the legs push forward a little bit. The forehead push against the thighs. And we have our 1 minute. Enjoy. We're going to cycle through everything twice today, so you'll get another shot at this later. Start to pay attention and study where you feel it. I got this little groove just behind the shoulder blade, just underneath the shoulder blade, between the blade and the spine. Oh, and I feel this tightness, trying to resist what we're doing here. So crack that open in your mind. And imagine trying to bend the stick a little bit. That's the direction in which we need to initiate. Awesome. Come out. Next minute, we're in the same setup, but now we're on the floor, on our backs. So now I'm going to go here. I'm still in that egg, right? Still just underneath the big toe crease. Still very wide on the stick. And now I'm pushing with my feet. Exactly. I just saw Adam do it. We're going to lift so the middle back comes off the ground. And that tension should keep us there. This is where we need to trust the stick a little bit. I don't have a ton of tension in it, but if it's something flimsy, this is not going to work. I'll start that minute timer. Because of the slight angle change, we're in it now, by the way, we're on. Because of the slight angle change, we're getting a little more upper track compared to the first version of this stretch, the one where we're upright. Every inhale, expand. Shoulder blades widen. The volume inside the torso gets bigger. So all the soft tissue on the back side of it must lengthen to wrap around. Use your inhales strategically to create deeper stretches. You see I got my shins facing forward. So Adam, try to come up a little bit. Yeah, nice. Good. Relax. Of course, arm length, shin length, all that stuff is going to influence how it looks. Just take note right now. That little, I'll point to it with the stick because I can. Little crease. Oh, I can't even do that. Kind of like underneath the shoulder blade. Oh, it's starting to feel like it's getting cracked open. Pecs now is going to be our worst, because this is what's dead from the push-ups. Think of a dumbbell fly or a pec deck fly machine. The shoulder blades have to be squeezed back actively. And we open with an open palm in that direction. It's a little bit above shoulder height. We're not allowing the blades to roll. We're keeping them back and the chest broad. I always think presenting that chest line out through the gap. Same thing we do with the push-ups and the bench press and all that. All right. Now, wide on the stick, overhand grip, up and around. And if you can wrap all the way around like so, you have too wide of a piece of the stick. You should grab narrow enough so that once you get behind your head and get to like the height of the top of your ears, it's a massive pec stretch. The elbows gotta be straight. If If you can't straighten your elbows, take a wider piece. Take a much wider piece. Adam's got it. Check out his posture. Elbows are pretty much locked out. You can see from his view that it's, you know, like top of the head, top of the ears height. And we should feel it across the front of the pecs, do we? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. 1 minute starts. Nowzer. Now the inhales expand the chest to the front side. Use those inhales to create a deeper pec stretch. And whatever you do, don't let go of the active back squeeze. We gotta flex those muscles in the back to keep the shoulder blades retracting. Don't get lazy with this one. Keep squeezing the muscles behind the neck, behind the blades. Inhale's big in the front. And you may feel the stick dropping a little bit. That's a good sign. That means the stretch is creating some change. Now, it's a super vulnerable position, so as soon as you hear the bell, be gentle about exiting this one. I wouldn't do any quick moves. Let's go. In reverse. Oh my goodness. How's that? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Very solid. Well done. Okay. Lats. This will require a little imagination. But here's what we're going to do. I have this figure 4 position. My right leg is down across like so. I got shoes on. It would be nice if you had shoes on. It's going to be a little more comfortable. I got this cross. Then left leg is going to come over top. All right. So that's the position. Now we're going to shove the stick. This part gets weird. Through the crease of that right leg. Resting on the shoe. Yeah, now we're talking. Here's another view at it. Like so. Under the right thigh, on top of the right arch. The last thing is we trap it with that left leg over top. All right, this is where we gotta trust that shtick. Make sense? We got it? Cool. You can cross that if you want. I'm gonna keep mine out so we get more leverage. Nice and tall. Left hand goes behind us. Right hand goes to the end of the shtick. When we inhale, I'm inhaling into the lat. Reaching, twisting, expanding. Traction once more in the shoulder's separating as we go. Using this left hand to post hard on the floor. And then once I get that grip, I'm sitting back, just like we did with that first stretch where we sat back this way. Now I'm sitting back that way, this direction towards Adam. All right, try to find that lat traction. You feel some good stuff? Awesome. Different levels of reach on the stick, whatever, find your stuff. Feel free to experiment because we will get a second round. Remember, 1 minute begins. Now is up. Really use that left hand as well, and the weight of the left leg to keep the stick down. So we can find good traction. Every inhale, use it strategically. Ooh, that's working nicely. Final 15 seconds. Oh my goodness. Push off that left arm. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Release. Good. Compare the two sides. How's it feel? I got something happening there. All the way down to the hip. Great. So now we'll switch. This is the tricky part, of course. So now we have the left leg, like so. Left leg in. We take the stick and we shove it right in that knee crease. put it down. The top of the stick on my arch of the left shoe. Then put the right leg on top of it for the trappings. Right hand goes to the side. Left hand grabs that stick. And then we sit back and pull this way with the torso. This way with the torso. This arm is relaxed other than the grip that's required to keep it. This hand is pushing off the ground. We have a push-pull type of twist with the body. Let's find it. 1 minute go. Try to twist and make that rainbow. Lift that left shoulder up. And this is the area we're looking to stretch. That big old lat. Oh, that's nice. Try to relax that left shoulder. Create the traction. If we're pulling too rigidly in the shoulder, we're not going to get the stretch. Okay, we'll let the shoulder go and be lazy and passive. Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Excellent work. Great. Moving on. The subscapularis is next. We're going to start working on the rotation of the shoulder. This one we got to be ultra careful. These are small muscles that are often overused, especially with that tech neck stuff we mentioned at the beginning. So if any of it feels wrong, just ease out of it really slowly. Consider getting back in or just wait for the next thing. Like so. Grab the stick. Nice. Flipping it back. Oh, there's our neighbor. Flipping it back. We have a neighbor who is unique. Going through a tough time. Seems there may be some psychosis involved. You know. And while I'm being harassed, I'm not taking it personally because I understand there's likely a serious struggle happening on the other end of that communication. Here, down. We're going to capture the back of the shoulder. And then if we can, we're going to go through that gap and grab the other end. It might take some finessing, like so. Keep the stick behind the shoulder. Try not to get it out here on the arm. Bring it behind the shoulder. All right. Then I'm going to use this hand to shove it upward and twist it towards you. So it moves this trap shoulder into like a baseball pitch, an extension. So we're here, push it up, and pull towards the camera. Oh man, that's nasty. Try to keep the stick behind the shoulder. Subscapular extraction, we should feel somewhere inside the armpit, maybe across the pec, across the front shoulder. There's our minute.
Nicely done.
Hey, I was stuck, man. Stuck in the stick. Again, try not to get lazy with the shoulder. Present the chest. Pull the shoulders back. Lift that stick to create more of a baseball pitch. That subscapularis, though, it's an often misunderstood muscle. There is some very recent research that has changed our idea of the role of this muscle in our movement, that it's much more involved in bigger moves than what we previously thought. And then, of course, what follows is its involvement in shoulder dysfunction is broader than what we previously thought. Wow. Okay, take a quick check on that. The shoulders feel different. The shoulders definitely feel different. Let's hit the other one, subscap. Adam, walk me through it.
Put it on my shoulder.
Okay, like you're scratching your back. Nice.
Reach again.
If you can. Oh. It's tough to grab. If you can't get it, you can always bring it behind your spine and grab it there, and then slide over. Actually, that doesn't do anything for us, because then we're going to have to switch. Just going to move away. When I'm home, I usually use like a piece of furniture. I'll go take that and like trap it on something, and then grab it. 1 minute starts now. And pull it back. Yeah, okay. So remember, the actions are up and twist, and then it's up to us to present the chest once more. Peel back on the shoulder blades. I believe this is called the Broomstick Stretch. Oh, very appropriate. Really no traction in here to be had, or relatively little compared to the other things we've done today. So just think about the twisting and the presenting of the chest. Ooh, wow. And also very vulnerable. So we hear that bell, let's ease out. Be slow and gentle. Goodness gracious. Wowzer. Okay, so we just twisted that way. Now we're going to twist this way. All right. And my brain is a little scrambled on this line geometry. Give me a second to reform the idea of this next one. Okay, yeah, so there we have it. We're going to, once again, grab the shtick with the overhanding. Now I'm going under the armpit. Like so. So I guess we could have just started like this and then flip the grip. Knuckles up. And now we're going to raise that elbow. Slide the fist up. And we'll try to grab it here. And then I'm going to crawl that top end all the way to the end of the stick. Let this elbow drift forward. Keep the stick behind the shoulder. And then we start pulling this top hand down. Pull the top hand down. And keep this right elbow high. So that really the motion we're creating is this cranking that way. Cranking that way. My brothers of the grapple who are watching this one, it's like the self Kimura, if you're familiar with that arm lock direction. Oh. There's the timer. Getting better at starting that with my teeth. Shake from the side. We're definitely cranking that arm back. But the elbow can't be low, then it becomes something else. We have to bring the elbow high so that the big move is the rotation of the upper arm, the internal rotation of the humerus.
That reminds me.
Oh, you got jokes?
I know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Too dry.
Keep cranking. Pull that top hand down. Be very gentle though, and especially on the way out. Couple seconds left, I think. It's hard to see. Easy, 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 easy. Oh, wowzer. Major wow. Okay, other side. Right. Yeah, so we're going to start the easy way. Tuck it in the armpit. like so at the end. And then we just change our grip to knuckles up, like so. And then we shove it back in the armpit, crank our shoulder into that self-femur, grab the shtick, crawl the top hand out, pull it up a little, start pulling down on that top arm to create the twist, the rotation. If the elbow's too straight, we're not getting it. We gotta have the elbow bent, and then it becomes the rotation. I'll start it now. We got a minute. Bend that elbow. Crank that. Be gentle. Be super gentle. What's cool about this is we almost have like trigger point pressure from the broomstick on the actual muscle we're looking to stretch, that infraspinatus. So you kind of find that combo. Ooh. Oh yeah, almost there. Pretty sweet. Be gentle, crank it. And study these while we're doing it, so that second time around, we can make it more effective. Good. Onto the muscles that line the side of the neck, that scalene group, that SCM, the upper traps, all the goodies. Now we're gonna sit straight up on that boy. Get it. Let's shove it out so some of the length is on the left. Now we're depending on two things. One, a little flexibility in the stick. Two, a little pain tolerance in your knuckles, right? Here's what we do. I am grabbing underhand, nice and far out, and then I'm shoving my knuckles underneath. It hurts, so be it. I'm now leaning away. Ooh, yeah? Yeah, just that. Lean away. Now, if I'm too far out and I'm having to reach my body, it's not gonna work. We need the reach to be reachable with a squared up spine. So that all we gotta do is lean and let gravity kind of take care of the rest. So I'm getting tall, leaning away, relaxing the shoulder. So once again, there's traction. Imagine pulling that shoulder out. And now I'm looking away, exposing that corner of my jaw to the space. And don't crunch down and do it from shortness, do it from length. Is tallness a word? Do it from tallness. Now I can bring that extra hand, grab the jaw, grab the side of the head. If you got some hair, you can grab the hair, whatever works, and gently pull down and away. Here's 1 minute for the side of the neck and the upper traps. It's strange recommendation, but if you have clean hands, I'll even shove one finger in the ear, kind of grab one of those little skin folds inside the ear. Keep relaxing this left shoulder. Let it go passive. Real nice. And get tall in the spine. Try not to go into the turtle shell. Expand out instead. Good. Ease out. Wow, that's super nice. Oh, I'm like stuck over there. Yee! Whoa, that's very effective. Yep, shove it all the way over there. Make sure you're sitting on it with your bum. I'm doing the underhand grip as far out as I can comfortably reach with a straight up spine. trap those knuckles. It's not pleasant, but it's worth it for the stretch. Anything for the stretch. Lean away. Find traction in that shoulder. Let it pull out. And then my neck is long, my spine is long, and it's rainbowing over, away. Grab something. Maybe it's that ear skin. Maybe you can grab the jaw if you got long forearms. You can also like create a vice if you shrug the shoulder and then clamp down and pull the head away. Oh, I should start the timer. Good. It's on 1 minute. And you gotta convince yourself it's okay to relax the stuff inside that shoulder. It's natural at first for traction to kind of elicit the response in us of squeezing. It's a good thing. We want those reflexes. Whenever there's a pulling force that's outside your control, you want to flex to keep your joint in your possession. But through some conscious thought, we can help to relax that reflex. And we can start to get the benefits of traction inside that shoulder. You'll know it when it happens. But it does take some thought and control. Great. Wow, we've hit everything. I feel a difference, for sure. For sure. We'll hit everything a second time real quick. It'll be about 10 minutes. I'll do less explanation. This is just for the good volume. All right, so let's get into it. This is the upright rhomboid, upper back stretch, middle back stretch. Tuck it underneath the big toe skin. Inside my shoes, I'm kind of gripping with the toes, like so. I got a nice wide grippy on the strippy. And I'm sitting back. If you want to investigate it, yeah, you can flip the grip over to underhand. It's a little bit different, some different shit going on. 1 minute, begin. This time we're using the spine to sit back. And the real coordination challenge is, once again, keeping a tight grip, but not letting that tension crawl much above the elbow. So biceps and triceps, everything around the shoulder should all be turned off and lazy, while the finger flexors are still on. It's a really tough balance of things. When you feel that separation inside the shoulder, you know you've got close to what we're chasing after. Good. Now we're going to do the version where we're on our back and we're tucked in. Still in that big toe crease. Kick the legs to kind of come up in this little back of the pelvis, hip balance. Go. Find your version of it, whatever feels good. Yeah, it is a little boatish. Good. How about skirt? Pecs are next. And in theory, because we've loosened up, we may be able to do this with a narrower piece of strip. Remember, locked out elbows, and if the elbows can't lock out, you should take a wider piece. If you're going all the way down here, you should take a narrower piece and restart. And we have to be active about this. You gotta squeeze. It is work. Go. Get it behind your head. Stick that chest out. Don't let the shoulders cave in. That's not the goal. Big pecs. It's a big pec ting. Every inhale, where does it go? Forward. Make a bigger volume for the pecs to wrap around so we get a deeper stretch. Broad, wide, puffed out. Easy out. Nice work on the pecs, everybody. Good shit. Onto the weird lat stretches where we track the stick. Right leg. Shove it in. Good. So it's under the right calf and thigh, on top of the arch of the shoe. So you can see it. Left leg goes over. Sit nice and tall. Left hand goes outside and behind. So we're already twisting. And finally we rainbow over. Grab that stick. And then the final step is to sit back with the torso. Bend the torso. Once again, finding the suction inside the shoulder. Pulling it out. Niggle. I just flipped the grip on this one. It does feel nice. It feels different. Yep. And now here we're inhaling in that direction, in this gap. Pushing off with the left hand. Stiff arming the ground with the left hand. Oh, good. Other side. Now the left leg is in. We're going to put the stick under the left thigh, on top of the left shoe arch. Trap that stick. Put that right leg right over the shoe. Full trapping. Right hand behind. Stiff arm. Tall. Rainbow. Grip the stick. Either way is fine. That thumb down version is different and unique. And then I guess, bringing this support hand a little closer to the stick. Push pull. Go. Find where the inhales go, just beneath the armpit. Ooh, that's nice. Knees out. Oh, yeah. Good shit. Subscap. Baseball pitch. Sticking.
reach, underneath, bring it behind the shoulder, push up a little bit, and then crank it forward. Remember with this also we have to present the chest, just like that pec stretch. Timer's on. Way behind the body, see that. And then chest out, shoulder back. If you can, start cranking this up, pushing that out. At the same time, oh wow! Find that little, there is some traction to be had when you lift and then push. And the broomstick is stuck underneath the little tricep there. Five seconds. Oh wow. Feeling ultra vulnerable. I'm going to ease back on the amount of pushing here. That shoulder feels like it wants to just leave its home. And if at any moment you need to exit, go ahead and exit, but do it smoothly. Single digits remain, and very gently get out of it. Oh. Very careful. These are rarely touched muscles for most of us. So they're freaking out right now. They don't know what the hell's going on. Here, just did it. Bring it behind the shoulder, push up, and crank it. Go. 1 minute. Stop, throw the elbow out. Make sure the elbow is like behind the shoulder line. Try not to let this happen. That's really not going to do it. Throw that elbow out. Oh yeah. Real deal. Keep presenting the chest, squeeze the back muscles. That's going to help support that shoulder integrity while we're cranking it all out of its normal positioning. And if you got to exit, do it. And do it carefully. Oh my goodness. Relax, easy, easy, careful, careful, careful. Oi. Infraspinatus now, rotation in the other direction. Tuck it in. Right side. Let's change to a knuckles up grip. Shove it. Shove it. Bring it up. Grab over top. 1 minute goes. It's on. Crawl that top end all the way to the top. Lift that elbow. Keep it bent. Start cranking that Kimura. Oh, wow. Ease out. Other side. Tuck it in. Stick. Flip the knuckles up. Shove it. Up. Grab. Lift. And pull.
stays bent. Hold down on that top arm. Did I start the timer? Shit. I can kind of see the timer on the screen. We'll do 30 more seconds. If we don't hear the beep, we'll stop it. Oh, wow, okay. Sweet. It's got the zone. Very nice. Final, left and right. Those neck boys. Sitting.
Sit on the stick.
Stick. Crisscross applesauce, I believe, is the technical terminology in the scientific literature. Shove it out to the left. Underhand grip. And we don't want to reach too far. Remember, don't tilt. Instead, we're upright and we reach mildly. Trap those knuckles. And then we lean away with gravity. And let the shoulder and neck and chin all separate. Traction it. 1 minute. I am starting the timer, yes? Okay, here we go. Tall spine, tall neck, and then go over. And then keep that push towards length and tallness. Adam's got the right idea. Last step if you want it. Pull that neck. Gently. But make sure we don't just pull down, but we pull away. Around the rainbow. The knuckle trapping, while very uncomfortable, is almost nicer for the stretch because you don't have to grip as hard, right? It's worth it. Worth the pain, Joss. Du hast. Du hast es. I think they have a new album.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. Other side. Shove it. Sit on it. Sit on the stick. Underhand. Tall spine. The tall spine is so important. It's such an important piece of this one. If you get all crunched down with any neck stretch, it doesn't really do the trick. What we need to do is lengthen. And then go for the cranking. Timer's on. The shoulder traction first, the separation feeling. It's like a weird, hot, tingly. And then we grab the neck for the extra. Wow. Give it all a jiggle and a wiggle.
Conor McGregor.
The McGregor walk. That feels fucking great.
I feel a lot more loose.
Damn.
Yeah, nice.
Very solid. Now, as you know, passive stretching opens us up to some vulnerabilities, some potential danger. We're much less ready to protect ourselves against momentary forces that come our way. So I would advise you to take the rest of the day away from any intense activities or anything on unpredictable surfaces where you would need to have a good stretch reflex and catch yourself. Because right now, for sure, at least the upper body where we just stretched, we're a little bit numbed to quickness. However, we did create some change, opened some stuff up, maybe added some coordination as well in some odd ways. A lot of these were new for us, so thanks for the time for us to experiment, find some new ways to use the stick. Love you guys. Have a chill day. Stay stretchy, my friends.